What's the best screenwriting book you've read?
I have to remember what it's called. We might have to look it up. Oh, and I'm terrible with names. So there's two actually. So my first thought when you said what's the best screenwriting book I've ever read was Chris Vogler's book. That was my first thought, because that was the first book I ever read on screenwriting. It was given to me and it was like, oh wow, it's, it was really interesting, and the idea of archetypes and writing to, the mythic stories inside us was really interesting. And I think it's seminal, so, kind of have to read it. And then my second thought was, I kind of like Save the Cat popped up there in a way, but it was also like, it's a structure thing. And I am suspicious of structure and screenwriting, even though we need structure. Overly structured stories, for me, where the beats of the story top the characters' motivations, and the characters themselves can result sometimes in stories that just sit a little bit uncomfortable with me and are very predictable, and we just watch them and we're not as moved by them as when you're trying to do something maybe a little bit different. So I didn't go for that one. Then my mind went to, actually my mind went to another book called David Mamet, Heresy and Common Sense for Actors. It's quite an interesting book. David Mamet's got a very interesting take on writing, very different to anyone else. So anything that David Mamet writes on writing is very interesting. And then the one that just kind of sticks with me is Alexander McKendrick on filmmaking, which is as far as I understand, he's a professor who taught at UCLA for a while, and he was quite a character, quite interesting. He wrote this book. It's got two sections, one on directing and one on writing. And in the section on writing, he's just got a really honest way of writing about the writing process. And he's got some really great quotes there, like, I can't even remember, but like, there are 3 kinds of student film, long, too long, and very much too long. He's kind of like, he's got a bit of a sense of humor in what he's writing about, so I really like that, yeah. So that one, that section on writing was quite seminal in a way for me, even though I can't tell you exactly the sort of hints and tips that he used. It was just, he kind of was talking about the art of writing in a way that wasn't too prescriptive, and I really liked that, yeah. So that was really, I can recommend that.